is here. Let's start. I will quickly go through the points which we have shared with you earlier about what are the roles and responsibilities for all the coordinators. So we'll just quickly go through it. All know about it, but still, and then we'll take questions. So now that you can see my screen, uh, these are the points. There are six points mentioned here. What are the roles of circle coordinator? So what you all are supposed to do, number one, I hope you all are familiarized with the iNaturalist app and the survey methodology, what to do, how to do. We have shared 4 forms with you. And just go through all those 4 forms, what are the fields, and if you have any questions, you can ask now, or if you have any questions later, you can ask later as well. That's totally fine. Um, so after familiarizing, just check which location and what is the meeting point and where you are supposed to go. Your contact number has been given to all the people, and it's there on the main sheet. So ideally, you will get a call from them, and you can just help them to reach out to that place. Now, once everyone assembles, make sure that they all have signed the indemnity form. Okay, just check with them if they have signed the form. If not, you can ask them to fill the form then and there. Um, and then form a team of around 4 to 8 people. Ideally, we are thinking about 5 people, but if let's say there are lesser number of people, then you can also form a team of 3 or 4 people. And if there are so many people and lesser number of seats available, you can also make it 6, 7, or 8 people. That's also fine. And for each team, you give them a number. The team number will be location number dot team number at that location. So let's say for Osmania University, the location number is 11. So the 3 teams will be called 11.1, 11.2, 11.3. Okay. Just remember that the location number is different from the circle number. Okay. So the circle number 6 is for location. The location number 6 is for circle number 7 and 8 both. So please make sure that you are only giving them the survey location exactly, the number which is assigned to the survey. I know this is a little confusing. We're sorry about that because we had to last time, in the last moment we had to plug few things together and all. So this is a slight confusion which might be there with people. So just remember the team code will contain location number dot team number. Okay, and location number is most likely not same as your circle number except the first two. For all of them, rest of them, the location number is different from the circle number. Okay, I hope that's clear. So you tell them the code, team code, because this will be used in all of their forms in all the 3 forms which they will be filling up later. And then you just form teams and ask them to go on the path which is assigned. If there are more people, yes, ma'am, Farida, ma'am, you can.
No, I'm just saying when you say 11.1, so 11.1 is the 11 is the location survey location, right?
Yes.
And point 1 is the first tree you are saying.
Yeah, no. The first team is 0.1, second team is 0.2, third team is
Point
0.2.
2. All right. Okay.
And then you send them to the different places. So let's say if you have 2 teams and you are assigned one road, so one team can go on the left side of the road and second team go on the right side of the road, both the edges of the road. If there are 4 teams, you can send them one on the left side and one on the right side, like the other sides of the road. Or you can also send them in the side roads which are going in. If you find that there is sufficiently long road, so that call you will have to take on the spot if there are more number of people, because we were not able to get the exact number before the survey, and there will be many dropouts, so you might also get lesser number of people turning up, or there might be more number of people turning up. So depending upon that, you will have to take a call. If you have any confusion, you can give us a call. Like Akbar sir is the best person. If you give him a call, he will be able to instantly tell you what the alternate locations you can choose. And also, moreover, the people who are coming there, the volunteers, they are also from the same area only. So they will also be able to tell you, oh, there is a nearby place where we can go and do the survey. You can also assign them a park. They can go in the park and do the survey there as well. Yes, Ashok Shah.
Ram, I just have a query here. So you say that suppose example I have 4 teams with me in one location, right? And there is a one lane which is allotted to me. So I can put 2 teams, say example from starting point to ending point, because you say that minimum 25 trees has to be covered.
Yes.
Okay, in single walk. So I say that if it is to, I take like 1 kilometer walk, 500 meters from starting,
Hmm.
and middle I take. Then from the ending point, I take 500 meters, then in the middle. Then I do the same thing on the right and left. So 4 teams will be covered. Is it okay for you?
Yes, yes, that is totally okay. So,
So you cover 1 kilometer stretch on right and left, both.
yes, yes, right, exactly. So on the both edges of the road, there will be two teams. And then in a single bigger road, you can start, two teams will start from the beginning. You can ask two teams to start from the end. So you meet in the middle. So that's totally up to you all. How do you want to do that? But in most of the cases, the number of people we are expecting.
And one more thing.
Yes.
Okay, one more thing asking Ram. If we are two people, I think per team should be enough. No, one can take the INAT pictures. The second we can then call the readings out. The second person can fill the survey form. So two should be enough to working together, right? Otherwise, the other person will not have much work to do. I was just thinking.
No, I will say at least three, because that's what we were thinking. But let's go with it. Like, let's see how it goes after doing the survey. If we find that, because this is a, very new thing. So,
Yeah,
and
sure. We'll also learn through our experiences.
yes, yes. So we are just testing it out. You can also find smaller teams, and then we will. It will be good to hear their feedback from them. So let's say if in case you have to form a team of two people, then please ensure to ask them to provide feedback on this specific thing. That how was the team size? Please provide us the in the feedback form. Please mention this separately so that we can incorporate that in our next survey. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So going ahead, once.
And Ram,
Yes, Ashok.
one more thing. So say example, if I have a team, okay, group of 5 people. So what I do is I send 3 and 2, or say I send only 5 people in one stretch to cover that whatever 500 meters or 1 kilometers, either in left side or right hand side. Is it okay? Or
Yes.
you want me to make it as 2 teams and cover left and right?
No, totally fine. If there is only one team, you can just take one side and you can do 20-25 trees in that one side. That is also fine.
So Ram, can you just describe if there's a team, say 5 people are only there. So what will be the roles and responsibilities of these 5 people in the team?
Yes, sure. So ideally what we are expecting is one person to fill the main survey data form, data entry form. And one person can take care of, iNaturalist app. So they can just take photos and upload there. One person can have Merlin app open if you think there are some birds and they have to be identified. Or let's say if there are some bird calls and you want to, turn on the sound ID and use that. So 3 people can have iNaturalist app, data entry, survey form, and the Merlin app. And 2 people can just help in observing, like let's say measuring the diameter, like not measuring, but just visually identify and then just observing. Like they can also say like, one person will focus on birds, maybe on the upper side of the tree, and one person will focus on the lower side of the tree. I think it can be, just organic and natural, whatever the team wants to, however they wants to, because they know what all things they have to do. And at least after one piece, they will naturally find a way to do it.
It will happen. Yeah.
Yes.
And then the bird calls. If you see the bird, you put it in Berlin, or we put it in iNaturalist itself.
Yes. So so basically uploading all the pictures is not required on Merlin or iNaturalist. The tree pictures, at least we are expecting that you all take the tree pictures and post it there. If there are bird calls, because birds ka photo lena वगैरह, it might be difficult to take pictures of birds and all because they are on the higher this thing, and with mobile you might not be able to take good pictures. So it's totally fine even if you do not consider take their photos. So the iNaturalist metadata ID column is actually optional. If you are able to take it, take and upload, that is fine. If you are not, then it's also fine.
I think in the INAT, Ram, we can also record the bird sound also if we can.
Yes, we
so
can.
we can do that in the INAT app. Just have the bird sound recording. If we are able to hear audio, we can record that.
Yes. Okay. So after the survey is done, basically the survey will be done like from 8:30. We're expecting 10:30 to the survey to end. And just one more thing. The indemnity form has to be filled by all the people and most likely today itself, but still few people will not have filled it. So you will ask them to fill it as soon as they meet. Once they go to their location, they will fill the weather form. And in the weather form, we are also asking the team details and everything, and then the weather related details. So that has to be filled by only one person in the team. And then the survey form, that will also have to be filled by only one person in the team for each tree. And then once that is done, all of them will fill the feedback forms. And the survey will close after 2 hours. So ideally 10:30, whenever they are, just close the survey and come back to the starting point. Or if they have
So,
already done
so
20-25 trees before 2 hours, they can come back to the first point, or they can just continue and do more trees also. That's up to them.
so if the team is split into two teams, okay, team A and team B, then the survey form, right? So two people will be filling the survey form, I think.
So yes. So basically one team, so at one meeting place, there can be multiple teams. So we will not say one team is split into two. We will say at one meeting point, there are two teams.
Yes.
Okay. So now after the survey is done, everyone comes back at the breakfast point, or sorry, I mean at the assembly point where we have started. You have something, keep something in mind that this is the place where we can have the breakfast. So you can ask them to directly come at the breakfast point, or you can meet back at the meeting point, and then you can come to the breakfast point. Please have breakfast and get everyone to have the breakfast. And keep the bills with you for the breakfast. If you and we have also given a performer to you, like a form. So if in case there is a small shop or something like that, and the person cannot give you the bill, you can keep your bill template with you, and you can get the sign and phone number of that person on the bill, and you can fill the details about the breakfast. So you pay for the breakfast, you keep the bill with you, and as I mentioned just now, keep the template get the template printed and keep it with you. And also, in case few of the locations have the parks assigned, so in those cases you will have to get inside the park, which might need the entry ticket. So if you have been assigned to such place, please buy the ticket for all of them and keep the tickets with you. That amount will also be reimbursed, and the breakfast amount will also be reimbursed. So for that purpose, we are asking you to keep these bills. And after that, request everyone to submit the feedback form. They can fill it right away, or they can also fill it later. That's also totally fine. Also, take pictures of your team. Okay, so like not for the sake of taking photo, but while they are observing and while they are on the field and they're doing work, you can separately take some pictures and upload it on our only coordinators group, so that we can circulate it around in our circle or something, like we need it for few purpose. So as soon as the survey starts, near the first and second tree, just take a couple of pictures of people doing the survey and put it on our coordinators group, the only coordinators group. And then continue with the survey. At the end, you can also take more pictures of the people in the team and, like different teams doing the survey, everything. There in the feedback form, there is a link of a drive. You can post these photos there, which we will use, let's say, while preparing the report of this whole survey or things like that. So if you want to, have your team's picture there, you can upload it. Okay, so after this all is done, everyone disperses, then we request all of you to please come down to WWF office. The location is there. Here you can see this link. This is the location of our office. And then we will share the feedback with each other. We'll do a reflection session, and then we'll have lunch. We also have a couple of fun activities planned for you. And we'll also provide you the physical copy of your coordinator certificate there. And we'll collect bills and for breakfast and for the park entry if you have done that, and also for your travel. So all of these things will reimburse right away. What else? And those who cannot come to office, it's totally fine. We understand that you might be busy and you might have other work. So in that case, you can coordinate with me or Akbar sir, and then we will use Denso or Uber Connect to get the bills collected from you right away. And then as soon as we get the bills, we will reimburse the bill amount and whatever the transportation cost or anything which is there, we'll reimburse it right away. So yeah, that's all the things from my side. You can see all of these things here in this form. And then we also have the performer for the bill. That is the one thing which is there on the on our WhatsApp group. If you have any questions, you can call number one, you can call me directly. Number two, you can call Akbar sir. If it is about a location, Akbar sir is better person. First, you can consider him. Second, me. And then third, you can keep Farida ma'am's number with you. And anytime you have any doubts, you can call any one of us. Yes, Farida ma'am.
No, I'm just saying regarding the bill, for whichever, as far as possible, to take a bill from wherever you're eating. If it is not possible, then use the payment voucher, which has been also sent to you all. Regarding transport and all, it would be good to have, if you have a cab or a auto or a bus, documentation for us to submit, because that's a bit of a compliance issue for us also.
Yes. Okay, so now the floor is open for questions. If anyone has any questions.
Ram, I have a small doubt. So, if at a given circle, if the team is split into two teams, okay. So,
Okay, so let's just say that the circuit, all the participants are divided into two teams. Let's not use the term team is divided into two teams, then it becomes confusing. You can say
yeah.
the participants are divided into two teams. Yes.
Yeah. Now, who will be filling the survey form?
The survey form, the main survey form has to be filled by one person from each team.
Okay, one person from each team. Then two people. If it is participant are split into two teams,
Yes.
then two people will be filling the survey form.
Yes. So each team, which will be consisting either 3 people or 5 people or 7 or 6 people or 8 people. There's this one team which has number of people. Because what will happen, that one team is going into this thing, so that one tree will be observed by only that one team. And then the second team will observe a different set of trees, and third team will observe altogether different set of trees. So every tree has to be recorded only once. So that one team which is observing one tree, one person from the team will record that observation. I hope that's clear.
Yeah, good. Thanks, Ram.
And then you fill the form for that one tree and you submit. You move to the next tree, you fill the form again, and then you submit like that.
Ram,
Yes, ma'am.
for sake of clarity, can you run it over with the tree filling form?
Yes, sure. Ashapurna is asked distribution and share the work, right? Yes. So whatever task is given to the team members can individually, discuss it. Okay, so let's go through all the forms once. I'll share my screen. Just 1 second.
Wait, one sec, Ram, I was just reading the volunteers WhatsApp group, and apparently quite a few coordinators are not responding or something. So just put a message on the volunteer group and maybe coordinator group that please respond on the site, because
Yeah, that's
on the group, the coordinator are not responding to the phone call, the messages they are saying. So maybe somebody should.
Yes. We'll respond. Let's just finish this call.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Akbar sir, in the meantime, maybe you can respond on the WhatsApp group. Okay, so
I just had one suggestion for the people, like core volunteers who are filling the forms and taking pictures. So it would be great if you can capture the photographs of the group, like not in a conventional method, like standing them in a group and then taking photographs under a tree. Instead of that, we can capture photos in like people in action, and also like some videos, so that we can come up with a nice photo document and then video if possible. So keep in mind, and then try to upload the photographs in the media link which we have provided, OneDrive link. So you can upload all the photographs over there, and try to upload as much quality photographs as you can.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, so there are 4 forms. The first one is the indemnity form. That should be pretty simple. Email ID, name, mobile number, date of birth, address, signature, and then the location. So you see here we have only provided location. We have not provided circle number. So this location number is which we are going to use later. And then if they have any doubt, they have put no here. So we'll call these people, whoever says that we need more clarity. I hope all of you have filled this form. If not, please do and go and fill this form now, because we need this form to be filled as the first form by everyone. If they need certificate, they can ask, they can sign up on this website if they have not signed up earlier, and then we'll provide them these certificates. Otherwise, if they don't need, that's fine. They have to agree to the terms and conditions, and that's all. So that is form number 1. Let's see. So this is what they will be filling up today. Now the next is the weather form which they have to fill. So I hope you all can see that now I am on the weather form, right? You can see the weather form.
Yes, yes, Ram, we
Yeah.
can.
So in the weather form, the first page is about the team. Okay. So they will select the location. So, okay. So this is the location with the location number. Okay. So let's say 17 is the Alvin colony is the location. Now there's team code. So this team code is going to be 17.1, 17.2, 17.3 based on how many teams are there. If there are 4 teams, it will be 17.1, 17.2, 17.3, 17.4. So team is always that smaller number which is going in at one place and doing the survey. And then it says where exactly is your team assigned to do the survey. Okay, so because from one place there can be 3 teams going in 3 different directions. So they can just say that, you know, from this particular junction we are going towards this direction. So this you can just describe in their own language about this thing. And then is it an avenue tree or non-avenue tree? Which means if it is on a street, we call it avenue trees, and if it is on inside a park, then we call it non-avenue trees. For avenue trees, the condition is that the tree should be within 6 meters from edge of the road. So I hope that's clear. How many people are there in the team? So let's say we are saying that there are 2 people on the team, and then just provide names of the of these people. So these are all the information which they will have to provide. And then once they click on next, the weather related information will be asked. So air quality index can be checked on this particular website, which will be used in the bottom. So what kind of weather is this? What is the approximate temperature? So you can provide 36 degrees Celsius, whatever the approximate number. You can also use your mobile phone to see the approximate temperature. Rainfall, this will not be used for this one, and the vehicles on the road, many we have provided, you know, what do we mean by this? And then what is the nearest location of the AQI, center near you, and what is the status of air quality index? So a website like this can be used. You can come here and you can see, you know, all the locations where the air quality index is checked in Hyderabad, and what is the current level status of the air quality in that location. So these are all the parameters we are using because they eventually affect the biodiversity in that area. So this will be one of the ways by which we are capturing the additional parameters. Okay, so everyone clear on the weather form? Yes. This has to be filled by only one person in a team because the information is going to be same. So one person in the team. Once you assign them a team, they go to their starting location of the from where they are going to do the survey. That is where they will fill the weather form. So you assemble at one place, you assign them the lanes, and when they reach the place, the lane where they are going to start the survey, there they fill this weather form so that they can exactly define this is where we are going to fill, do the survey in this area. Yes, questions?
Ram, can you just open the air quality index which you open?
Air quality index?
Yes, the link which you open.
Yes.
So if you see here, there is a status, the EQI US. Okay.
So you have to provide
which exactly you need? You need the moderate one or you need the numerical value?
No, just the status is sufficient. You have to provide location nearest to you, whatever is location nearest to you, and what is the status of the air quality index there. So you can just provide what is the status from that.
So you need the status, not the numerical value.
Yes. You can just say what is the nearest AQI point, and this is the status.
Okay, fine then. Thanks.
Okay, so once from every team, one person has filled the AQI form. Then from every team, one person has to fill the survey form for every tree which they come across. Okay, so on the mobile phone, the survey form will look something like this. Okay, so what you can see, the volunteer name. So I will say my name Ram, and then my team code. Let's say this is 12.2. Again, 12 is the location number and 2 is the team number. So these 2 things will not change. Once you click on the submit, these 2 things will not change. The form is designed like that. Everything else will become empty, but these 2 things will not change. you say tree number 1, that is the first tree you are doing. And then you provide here the name of the tree. Once the form is active, you will also be able to see the list of the trees here. So let's say you have selected neem as a tree here. Now you have already uploaded a picture of the neem on iNaturalist, and at the bottom of the iNaturalist app, you will see a number. So this is how it will look like. So on the bottom of your iNaturalist app, you will see a section called metadata, and in metadata, there will be a thing called ID. So this meta ID is what we are looking for. Every observation on iNaturalist will contain a metadata ID at the bottom of the screen. Scroll down to the bottom, you'll find this. That you have to provide here. So let's say this is the number. Then the diameter at the best height means our shoulder height. From the shoulder, if you look in front, what is the approximate diameter of the tree? That is what you have to mention here. Just approximate diameter in centimeter. And then leaves absent. There are few leaves, there are many leaves. And this canopy I'm going to remove. I'm sorry, this form is outdated. So this canopy will not be there because canopy and leaves are going to be more or less similar. You provide if the flowering is there or not, fruiting is there or not, and any other remarks you want to put. It can be, let's say, if there are 5 trees in a row and they have more or less similar thing, you can say there are 5 trees. We have skipped the 4 of them because they were on the similar lines, and we are moving to the next one. If you see any shop, a thadi, chai ki dukan, or anything which has a human relevance of this tree, the tree being used by the humans, you can mention that. So this is all about the tree.
Yeah, sorry to disturb you. So as per yesterday's call, right? So we were seeing multiple things, and it has to be recorded in the iNaturalist, flora and fauna. And if we make a separate observation on iNaturalist, so how can we relate all those iNat IDs here in this tree form?
Yes, I'll tell you. So one observation on iNaturalist can have multiple photos about one element. So let's say if you are observing a tree, then you have to provide, you can provide multiple photos of a tree. Okay. So 3 photos of tree you can provide in one observation, and that will be put in here. But let's say you see a squirrel on the tree. Now, how do you upload information? Sorry, how do you update this form with the information of the tree? Of the squirrel. Anyone want to give a suggestion?
So in the remarks, shall we keep the iNat ID?
No. There is a section where you see add animal. Okay.
Add animal.
Yes.
Okay.
So click on add animal and you see the animal related information.
Okay.
Okay. So now here you select which animal you are talking about. Is it an ant in termite category? Is it a bat? It is one of the birds. Is it butterfly, rodent, spider? What it is? So you just mention, let's say this is a bats. And then if you have taken pictures of bats, you can provide that ID here. But if you were not able to capture, you can just leave it empty. How many bats did you see? Let's say I see 3 bats which are sitting on the tree. And then you can see what were they doing? They were just resting. Any other remarks? You can say, like big size, small size, this is the color that is, because you might not be able to identify the exact species, which bat was it. And then you see a spider there. Then what do? You again click on add animal. So now you select, this is a spider. So it fits into spiders category. And then you mention again the same thing. How many spiders were there, what they were doing, whatever. And then you see something else. So let's say you have seen some bird. So you can click on birds, and then you can see how many birds did you see. And then what were they doing? They were flying or moving. And in the remarks, let's say it was an Indian roller. You can mention this is Indian roller. Or if you know that this is a pigeon, you can just mention pigeons. And if you also, let's say you select butterflies, you see butterflies, you see butterfly. You want to mention more about the butterfly, that this had a yellowish color. So you can mention yellowish color. If you know that this was a common judgewell, you can mention this is a common judgewell. So I hope that is clear to all of you. This is how.
Yeah.
As I understand, meta ID for animals would be a little difficult because.
Yes, I know. Yeah, that's right. So because if the animal is, let's say a spider which is right in front of you, you can clearly take the pictures and upload. That's fine. But if you see some squirrel or at some edge on the top of the tree, it will be difficult to take pictures. So the meta ID or the iNaturalist app, we want to use it mostly for the trees. Even for the trees also, at some point, for sure that this is the tree exactly, and for some reason you are not able to capture, that's fine. But we recommend that you must upload the INET metadata ID for the trees, and for animals this is optional. So that's totally up to you.
I tried for a few trees in my compound, in my apartment compound. So for some, even the iNaturalist is giving a couple of names. So how do we go about it?
Yes. That's a very important information which we failed to give, which I forgot to give you. That you can upload these pictures on iNaturalist and then put that photo or that iNaturalist link or the photos on our survey volunteers WhatsApp group. We have a group of experts there. Charan and his team is going to do the identification. So what we want is whenever and wherever you feel, you don't know what is the name of the tree, please upload it on our form, on our
I didn't
WhatsApp.
see any link on iNaturalist.
Sorry?
I didn't see any link. Is there any link from iNaturalist to share?
It is to be shared on WhatsApp group, I guess.
Yes. So on iNaturalist, how can you share? Okay. Just
Yeah, I'm opening it because I have not seen that. I tried for 5 to 6 trees. Few trees, it is getting confused. Maybe have, I'm opened it now.
Oh, I also. Okay, this is surprising that I am also not able to see. Okay, does anyone here knows how to share?
I think there is a URL in the metadata. Can you just check that?
Yes. Right. Exactly. This URL. Yes.
That I have to copy. Yeah.
Yes. So that URL you can just copy and paste it here. Yes. So in the metadata URL, you can copy this URL and you can paste it in our WhatsApp group. And with the help of that, the experts which are there, they will be able to tell you which tree is this. So try to identify each and every tree and mention the tree name exactly here in this in this field. If you are still not able to identify which tree is this, you can mention unidentified or other. That is one option in the
So
bottom.
shall we wait for the answer or go ahead with the next tree?
Yes, so you are ideally expected to get the name of the tree within 10 seconds.
Yeah. See,
Yes.
my problem with the iNaturalist today, see, for leaves, it is showing one tree. For the bark, it is showing one tree.
No.
For the
So, no. So that is happening if you are uploading multiple observations. In one observation itself, you put the photo of the bark, of the leaf, of long shot of the tree,
Yeah.
close up shot. So for all of them, you put only one observation, and for one observation, this will give you only one suggestion.
Acha, for one observation, one suggestion. But if I move the picture, if I move to the second photo, like the bark on the canopy, it is giving me a different name.
No, sir. No. This should not. One observation with multiple photos will give only one suggestion. If that is the case, then maybe you are uploading different observations or the different ones.
For rubber plant, I had so many for each photo. It was trying to give a different name.
Okay.
So
See,
Sudhir, can I come in here, Ram? 1 minute. So Sudhir, if you are going and saying add in the iNaturalist app,
Yes.
then you add the photo, add all the 3-4 photos you have there itself.
True.
Okay. Then when you go to what do you see? The second thing is what do you see? So if you don't know the name and it's a plant, then you just write plant and leave it at that. By some chance, sometimes it gives you a comparison. Then
Yes.
you will get a comparison that is this what you are seeing? So the AI will come up and show you and say, okay, this is a rubber plant.
Yeah.
So that will get, then you can just keep it there. I don't think it will keep changing.
Okay.
ma'am, I'm sharing my
It gave me
screen.
comparisons also. What you said is true. It gave me comparisons, and it was
Yes.
giving me the same species and sometimes a different species for the different photos.
Yes.
So-
Akbar sir, please make me the host. I am also joined from the phone, so I will share the thing on the phone right away. Okay. Yes.
So sorry, one more. The first thing would be the leaf, would be the ideal to recognize a tree. The first photo.
No, the first photo can be anything. It doesn't matter. As long as you are putting. Akbar sir, can you please make me host on the other phone so that I can show it right away and we can save some time.
Ram, I just have only one question over here.
Mhm.
Regarding the tree, you told that, say, example, there is one species
Hmm.
which is on the lane, which has 5 individual trees. Okay, so you can take one and you can avoid 4. If I'm not wrong, I hear that only. Is that right?
You're saying if there are same this thing, then
Species.
Species in a lane.
Hmm.
Hello.
yes.
If a same species trees, say example Polyalthea, it is the same species which you can see like 4, 5 in a single tree on one side. So you want me to add only one tree information and avoid the next 2 or 3
Yes, so
species?
that is,
Sorry, 2 or 3 individual trees.
yes. So it depends. If you want to do all the trees, you can do. If you want to avoid the 2 trees because they were same as the last one, you can mention in the remarks section that the trees were same, so we avoided them. But ideally, we want each and every tree to be surveyed because on one tree there could be a spider, on the other tree.
Yeah, I just want to confirm it
Yes. Please do all the trees. That is
because
good.
it can be optional because there was not that optional word mentioned.
Yes.
What I thought is if you are there, because each tree you cannot expect each tree there is
Yes.
one species will be there. It can be the next tree will have some other species also.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just to confirm it.
Yes. Please do all the
Okay.
trees if they are of the same species. Okay, so everyone can see my screen. These are 4 photos we have, which I have uploaded for same observation. You see, this is my first photo, this is second photo, this is third photo, this is fourth photo. These are the 4 photos I have uploaded in same observation. And then if you click on this button, it will give you a suggestion of which species is this. Now you move to next one. Oh, you are saying here it is giving different suggestion, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that is surprising. Sorry, I didn't think
Uh, if I may comment on this, I think we have another option called compare the photograph. So
Yes,
if you look for comparison, it will give you a multiple photograph of the like suggested tree and the photographs which we have uploaded.
yes.
So that by comparison, also visual comparison, anyhow the AI also doing the half work for you. As an observer, you can also see the other photographs. See here we have different features like leaf, fruit, flower, all the photographs of the same way we can compare them and then come to a conclusion whether it is a same tree or at least the genus. So yesterday it was happened to me also. So I could observe the species by visual comparison, and then I uploaded the same observation as the genus, with the genus name. So
Yeah.
at least we can do
Yeah.
that.
And sorry, actually I should have said it earlier. Please don't use iNaturalist AI to identify the tree tomorrow. We have
Okay.
got 3 experts dedicatedly only for this purpose, that you give them photos, they give you the ID immediately.
Four, not 3.
Yes, 4 people. So there are 4 people who will be waiting for you to send the photos to them. So please don't use iNaturalist ID because then it will become confusion and all of these things. We will anyways go back to your observations and we will, confirm those things again. But for tomorrow, instead of waiting on iNaturalist and, like being in the screen and trying to figure out which one is this, just leave this work to the experts for tomorrow and look at the big picture, biodiversity, the other fauna and all of these things. And that can be done. I hope that's better and that is.
You mean to say we need not to fill the meta ID, iNaturalist meta ID? in the form?
Sorry. Yes, please do that. But the only thing is, for identification, do not rely on iNaturalist. The identification will be done by them. So you fill in there and just submit the iNaturalist upload, this thing, your observation, and you just mention this is a tree or whatever species that is giving, you can mention that, or whatever the experts are giving them, you can mention that. But in this form, in our form, you just mention what the experts are giving you. That can be done. If you're sure that some tree is this particular tree, you can mention that on iNaturalist and here also at the same time. But just to make sure that we are not spending much time on the identification on the app and like trying to struggle with that. If you're okay, if you're comfortable with iNaturalist and how to use and you're comfortable with it, feel free to do that by all means, no problem. But we have got experts just for this purpose, because many of the participants of the survey will be new and they might not be able to use iNaturalist well to identify. So for them, you can just say, take the pictures and just upload it as it is. Even if they don't mention it is a plant or animal, anything, you can just upload it as it is. Don't do anything about the ID part. Later on, we will search all the INET observations which were made in Hyderabad for the day of tomorrow between those hours. We will know all of these observations are by our people, and then we will go and we will correct the identification later.
Okay, so the tree
And
common name, we can
Yeah.
leave this field, right? Tree common name.
No, on this form, you cannot leave this. Not on this form. You leave this thing on INET list. I'm sorry, I think that's confusing you a lot. But what I mean is, this is our form. Please do not leave tree common name here because we have got experts to tell you the common name of the tree. Please mention that here.
Okay.
Okay, I was talking about INET list. When you upload the photos on INET list, or INET list also, it asks you which tree is this. You can leave that as it is. I'm sorry if this is, this has been confusing, but I believe that this is now clear to you. On this thing, we want the name of the tree to be mentioned here. So please don't leave it empty. Please mention here the name which is given by the experts. We have got 4 experts dedicatedly. They will be sitting at home only doing the identification part in those 2 hours. So whenever you give them the photos or the INET list ID, they will be able to immediately tell you which tree is this and mention the tree name.
Okay.
Got it.
Ram,
Keep the screen. See if there are 4 or 5 big trees all together. So I give the first tree the number 1, and for the second tree, I can mention in the remarks that there are 5 trees just besides each other. And what tree number shall I start the 6th one with the numbers?
No.
2 only.
So ideally, you are supposed to do all the trees, provide number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like that. But if you want to skip some trees, they are just skipped. You don't mention them. You can mention them in the remarks, but in the tree number, it will be the tree which you are observing, the specific tree which you are observing. If you're just skipping 4 trees, you can mention here in the remarks that you are skipping, but the tree number will be only the tree number 2 when you go to the next tree. In between the 2 trees, you might have skipped any number of trees, you can mention in the remarks, but ideally we want you to not skip the trees. It is just like, in a line, they are all seeing all the eucalyptus trees and then they get bored. Like, we have done already 4 eucalyptus we have done and we are seeing the same thing. We want to skip and we want to go a little further in the different species. In that case, only we can do this. But the tree number will always be only consecutive. Ashok,
Okay, why I am asking is we
Ram.
want this is for the variety, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is fine, but you have not observed the tree which are skipped. So the tree number will only be the next one.
Great, got it.
Okay, Ashok sir.
And Sudhir Garu, that it need not be always that we need variety. Maybe that's full street is only full of neem trees or full of one of those copper pot trees. What will you do then? You still have to count all the trees and read or see all the trees.
Yeah, that's what I was feeling. So
yeah, in some streets, like uniformly you will see in the olden days there was this whole concept of multi-species plantation was not there. They were planting avenue trees where row after row after row will be the same tree. So you have to take those trees into account.
True. I'll do that.
That's precisely what we are trying to infer and see, like what is the composition of the tree cover in Hyderabad from this.
Yes.
True. Okay, got it.
Yes, Ashok sir, you can ask your question. In the meanwhile, I'm not checking the chat section.
Yes.
Any questions, Akbar sir or Farida ma'am, you can answer there in the chat section. Ashok sir, you can ask your question.
Yeah, I'm keeping a tab, Ram.
Ram, sure. In the tree common name, is there I am aware about that there is a option of unknown. Okay, because say in case you say that within 10 seconds the team will revert. If you take a photograph and share it in the group, they will revert back to us. Okay, then I can think. Say example, because of the time constraint, I was not able to do it, and later I get a exact name of that particular species. Okay, then I can just go to the drop down list. I can change it, right? Is there an editable option, or it is the fixed one?
Yes. So I'll tell you. We are expecting every team to spend around 5 minutes on one tree. 5 minutes. Okay. So what you can do is, as soon as you go there, you observe the tree, take the pictures and put it there. And then for next 5 minutes, you will be observing different things. You will be putting in different animals and all. So, and then after 3 or 4 or 5 minutes is then when you will be submitting this thing. By that time, most likely you will get the ID. If you're not getting, you can also call Charan and you can say, ये वाला बता दो type में ऐसा कुछ. But if you're not able to get it, it's totally fine. You can, in that case, you can just leave it. Then there's no other option. Because once it is submitted,
Because this is my concern here is most of the people are not from this botany or whatever it is, and there may be many questions, and there are only few people. Continuous calls will be there for them. Okay, there will be multiple discussions with them with the coordinator. Say
yes,
example, you submit.
yes, that's fine. So that's what I'm
Later, if I
that's
come,
what I'm-
then I can edit it.
yes, that's what I'm saying, that we have 5 minutes. So at least they will be able to identify in 5 minutes, all the trees which are given to them. So 5 minutes should be fine. I'm saying ideally within, like 20 to 30 seconds, you should get your tree name. But if not, you have 5 minutes because you will be observing other animals and all those things. By the time you'll get the tree name.
Ashok, we have 4 plant specialists on the standby in the group who will be immediately there from 8 to 12 giving us IDs. So 4 of them, 3 of them are hardcore botanists and 1 of them is a naturalist. So we are hoping that we'll get answers coming in very quick. And these plants, most of us, all of us know about, 200 of them we have listed out already, which are there in Hyderabad with the help of all these botanists. So they will be able to immediately give an answer to us.
अभी कविता मैम का कोई सा फोटो दिखाओ इंस्टेंटली 2 सेकंड में बता देते कौन सा ट्री है.
So these are all the lists which you can see in front of you.
Yes, so these are the 120.
Yes, ma'am. I saw the list.
Yes. Okay, so I hope that's clear from about the survey form. The last form which is left here is the feedback form. So I'll quickly show you the feedback form as well, because that is also one of the forms which everyone will be filling after the survey is over. So in the feedback form, your name, your team code, how was your experience, what you liked most about the activity, what can we improve, how can we improve the methodology, how can we improve the survey form, anything else if they want to mention. If they have taken any photo of the team during the survey, they can upload it at this link. This is a Google Drive, like SharePoint Drive link, and these photos will be used by WWF for reporting and other purposes. This is only for the photos of individuals or team doing the survey. While they are doing the survey, these photos are for that purpose, not for the photos of trees and animals. Like any photos of trees and animals which you have taken during the survey, that will be uploaded on iNextList. You have already uploaded them. This drive is not for that. If you find some exceptional photos of some trees or some interesting animals doing some interesting activities, like any beautiful nice photos you want to put, that's the thing. But mostly this drive is for your team's photos doing the survey, like organically, naturally doing the survey, and then overall experience, and that's it, the survey. Okay, anything else, Akbar sir, you want to add, or Farida ma'am you want to add, or anyone else have any questions, you can ask.
I think we have covered all of it. There are lots of questions coming up on the chat, so we'll have to now look at that. Not in this chat, there was only one question which I saw in the chat. That is somebody, Sharanya Varma is asking, may I know how many teams are volunteering in the Mehdipatnam area? So I know she's still on the call.
In Mehdipatnam area, there is only one team contributing, madam. Based on the number of people like coming to the meeting point, we can be splitting them into 2 more groups based on the number. But there will be one team initially.
So where will Sharanya find this information? Please inform her that.
Yes, we have updated this GPS map location in the FAQ form, madam, which is pinned in the group. So we will help her out. After the call, she can message in the group, and then we can set the coordinates.
Yeah. Ashok has another question again.
Sorry, I didn't lower my hand. Sorry for that.
So can we know the WhatsApp group name where we can share the photos to get the ID names?
This is the main survey volunteers form group only.
Main survey core volunteer group, right?
Not the core one. There is one more which is called just the survey volunteers, that one. But yeah, core group is also fine. There are 2 groups. You can use any of these 2 groups. That's totally fine.
Sure. Thank you.
Ram, for the sake of less confusion, do you want to have like, Hyderabad annual survey that is not showing completely. Do you want to just say hat something like that so that it becomes easier for people to identify the group?
Yes, yes, sure. Yeah,
Just
change the group name.
hat
yeah.
survey or something like that. So it's easier because then we have a core volunteer, then we have a circle volunteer. Even I'm confused now.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so let's simplify that so that people know where to post in the main hat group.
Yes.
Anyway, they'll see traffic tomorrow, so they'll automatically start posting there. So that's not a problem.
Yes, yes. Okay, so if there are no more doubts, then we can just close the call.
Rashid is there. Rashid, aapke koi comments last moment? Anything that we have missed out?
No, madam. I'm just listening. Okay, I'll
Okay.
just help out Sunny tomorrow. Definitely.
Okay, great. Okay, Rashid. Thank you so much. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, everybody, all the best.
Yes.
I'm a bit nervous, but this has been a dream kind of thing to do. So just excited also. So looking forward to meeting all of you. Please try and come to the office. It will be a delight to meet all of you. I know a couple of you, but there's Asha Purna, there's Sharanya, there's Kiran. So some of them have already left. So please try to come to office.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you and good night.
Bye-bye.
Thank you everyone for joining the call.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you all.